Hey everyone, welcome to the debrief for this month's challenge cupping. I've got my notes all laid out, and I'm really excited to go through these coffees with you. So let's just jump right in. So first things first, how did it go for you? I gotta say, this month felt like a real journey. There were some coffees that felt super familiar, but then there was one that just totally threw me for a loop. I'm really curious to see if you tasted the same things I did. All right, let's kick things off with that first coffee. Man, this one was a bit of a roller coaster for me. And I have a feeling I probably wasn't the only one. It just kept changing and changing in the cup. So when I first tasted it, right when it was hot, I got this big, bright hit of citrus. You know, the kind that immediately makes you think, okay, this is a Kenya or maybe a washed Ethiopian. And there was this really interesting mineral note, almost like iron. But then, as it started to cool down, all of that just kind of faded away, and this sweet red apple flavor came right to the front. And believe me, it didn't stop there. This really shows the whole journey, right? After that red apple phase, it softened up even more into this really delicate strawberry note. It was literally like tasting 3 completely different coffees all from one cup. Did you notice that too, that incredible transformation? So with all those twists and turns, what in the world could it possibly be? I mean, it had characteristics from so many different places. This one was a genuine puzzle for sure. And the answer is, it's a blend, our first ever blend in the challenge. How cool is that? And suddenly everything makes perfect sense. That initial citrus and that mineral taste, that's classic washed Kenyan SL28. That sweet apple in the middle, that has to be the Costa Rican component. And that soft, sweet strawberry finish, total hallmark of a natural Ethiopian heirloom. Wow, it all clicks into place now. Okay, let's move on to coffee number 2. After that super complex first one, this one felt, well, honestly, it felt like coming home to a familiar old friend. Just a total classic. For me, the notes were just textbook. A really clear, pleasant blueberry acidity right up front, and then it was followed by this delicate black tea note in the finish. And what's interesting is that same mineral quality from the first coffee was there too. But unlike that first one, this coffee was incredibly stable. Those flavors stayed exactly the same from hot all the way to cool. And it looks like that classic profile was a familiar one for pretty much everyone. This coffee had a super high correct answer rate this month, so hey, if you nailed this one, you are in excellent company. A true classic. So with those really strong blueberry and tea notes, did you lack in your guess? I remember feeling pretty confident about this one. And of course, it was a classic natural Ethiopian heirloom. I mean, those distinct blueberry, tea, and floral notes are just the absolute signature of this profile. A really beautiful, orthodox example of it, too. But here's something really cool I noticed, and you gotta tell me if you did too. As the first coffee, the blend, cooled all the way down, its finish started to taste almost exactly like this Ethiopian coffee. It's such a great little reminder to just keep tasting as the cup cools to see how these flavors can connect and converge. Okay, on to our final coffee, and wow. If coffee number 2 was the classic, this one was the absolute wild card. This one really made me stop in my tracks and just go, whoa. This was my immediate thought right here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you felt the same way. It was completely unexpected and really unlike most of the coffees I've had in these challenges. A real head-scratcher. My notes for this were just all over the place. It started with this incredibly sweet, almost candy-like flavor, which then shifted into a ripe white grape note. And from there, it just exploded into this juicy, complex fruit punch thing. The texture was so unique, too. It was really viscous and syrupy on the tongue, and the finish was this lingering, sweet chocolate, but more like a milk chocolate with a low cacao content. Just absolutely wild. So, what was it? A top-shelf Colombian yellow bourbon that went through a very special process. You know, this is the kind of coffee that shows you what's possible at the highest levels of specialty, where that perfect combo of varietal and processing creates something brand new. So the secret sauce here is the processing. Controlled fermentation. Basically, producers are using these super specific timed fermentation steps, sometimes with oxygen, sometimes without, before they do the final washing. And this is the technique that's unlocking those intense, candy-like flavors we just tasted. It's really a whole new world of coffee opening up. What a tasting, right? let's just take a quick second to recap what we all discovered together this month, because there were some fantastic lessons hiding in these 3 cups. First off, we learned that blends aren't just one static thing. They can be incredibly dynamic, changing in really big ways as they cool. Second, we got a great reminder that classic profiles have these unmistakable signatures we can learn to spot. And finally, we got a little taste of the future with advanced fermentation, which is just pushing the boundaries of what coffee can even taste like. Oh, and hey, just a quick, exciting announcement. For any of you who might be in the area, there's going to be a live in-person challenge cupping event in Sapporo on November 11th. Definitely check out the details and sign up if you can make it. This month's challenge cupping was fun with lots of discoveries, wasn't it? I always learn so much tasting alongside all of you. Can't wait for the next one.